Yo, what's up, guys? It's Diza. This is a 1v1 match I have with my boy Cat, aka Jacques Bermond II. And we usually have really like long, intense games on Pear. So when he got on, he asked if I wanted to play, and I was like, yeah, I gotta record this. Gotta let the world see how miserable it is when we play each other. Um, So basically, I think the main discrepancy between our play styles is that he throws more eggs, I place more cactus. I think you would think that like there would be a huge difference in the effectiveness of either, but I think we're usually pretty evenly matched. I made a lot of like unforced errors at the start of this match, by the way, so just please ignore those. Um, so yeah, I guess I can start analyzing individual plays. Yeah, at least at the start, I was trying to be really aggressive. Um, it was also kind of I had only played a couple earlier, so I didn't have a lot of warm up. I was struggling with the left side, or just like stopping him from getting progress up the mid flanks, like the entire game. But we'll see more of that later. Okay, so one thing here, you can just kind of spam it and they'll walk into it every once in a while. Actually, pretty often they'll walk into it. Or he'll just do that, which is, you always take those. You gotta react quickly though. But the thing with me is that I have like a too thick defense most of the time. We'll see, I might replace her here. Yeah, here. I just replaced it there, which does make it harder for me to get out. If you get a running jump from when you jump onto the platform, you can clear the second cactus on the left side, but you have to have a running start. It's not possible without it. So here, he's got a lot of pressure on me. I'm just kind of replacing these as he does it. Once he starts to move this middle one, I'm going to have to make a move, or else he's going to have a lot of extra space. I think he used phase there, which is why he got there so fast. I just wasn't expecting it, so it was a good play by him. He does like to push through the defense as long as there's literally any window that he can do it through. So I was aware of that, but I kind of wasn't taking into consideration the phase at the time. I'm pretty sure all 5 rounds we used, I used Deathball, he used phase. If I haven't preached about Deathball enough, I think Deathball is the main counter to phase, and really any other ability. It's the only one that can do anything about phase on the last island. So I knew that he used his phase there, so I didn't have to place my my back defense very quickly. Okay, I was hoping I got that kill. I would have been scrambling if I didn't. But yeah, it's the only thing that can really do anything about phase on the last, because freeze doesn't, you can't really react in time. Usually they get their jump off before you can activate it. Considering he just will hit every egg ever, it's really hard for me to get onto this island and even control where I'm trying to place the cactus. So usually whenever I got here, it got stalled a lot because I didn't want to make any like unnecessary moves. I ended up having to anyways just to force something. Usually didn't work, but I didn't want to, like here I knew that I realized that he was focusing on another cactus, so I had time. There I S-tapped to not run into that one. There should be an opportunity. There we go. Yeah. That's just a common corner jump. Those aren't terribly hard. You just have to time it right. And I knew he wasn't going to expect it because he was standing on the blocks that he would have needed to place in order to stop me from doing that. Plus, I used my death ball, so he couldn't really do anything. And phase is not a defensive ability anyways. That's a kill that I usually get on him, but it doesn't give me a whole lot of space. The one where he jumps up to the side lane. But yeah, see, we just kind of stall out here a lot. I think that's one of the main reasons why these games take so long, is because I'm trying to find an opening and he's just not really giving me much, which, like, props to him. That's good defense. And I guess I do it to him to a certain extent. I do it a little differently. There I kind of took too long to replace my defense. He used his phase there, which I don't know if that was the best time to use phase, but it was good for me that he died immediately. So now I have essentially 40 seconds that I can use my death ball for free. You'll see me placing those two cactus on the left side whenever I get to this push here. Because a lot of times people do hit that egg on you when you're trying to jump over, and I've been trying to use it as like a wall to stop the egg. I didn't have much success with it this game, but it's definitely worth a shot for like if you're just constantly getting egged on Pear. It's worth a shot trying to use that just to kind of block off an angle. Like there, I just didn't get my placement down. But that's the egg I was talking about, the one that killed me on the last one. And yeah, so like I can't find an opening. Of course, Pear is very stally, especially in these areas. But this is one thing with the overlay that I'm using to make the cactus full size to match the hurt box is that you can't really see through them. You can't really throw eggs through them very well. And sometimes people can hide themselves through it. So I might try to find another pack. I think Greeny Leaf has one that would solve that problem. I'll have to ask him for those textures, but anyways. Here, once again, I'm looking for an opening. I'm not finding any. I'm gonna go over here. I do get on here, but I don't have any room, so I'm just getting egged off immediately. There, he had a nice cactus. He kind of did what I've been doing to him. And now it's my turn to stall. So yeah, it's just a very like clinical play style that both of us have. He did kind of fake me there. I know he has phase here, or I'm pretty sure his cooldown is up, so I need to be very careful. Preferably stay on my goal if I can, but if I can prevent him from getting anywhere close, then... See, I pulled my snowball out because I was aware that he could phase, and then I saw it in his hand, so I knew it was coming. And you can just immediately throw a death ball at him. And you have plenty of time to do it as well, so... That's kind of the main way to counter phase with death ball. Yeah, I just keep getting hit by that egg. Also, I've messed up the placement several times. I just place a preemptive one because I know his phase can be back up pretty soon. Just like a one thick defense. Here I'm just trying to make him uncomfortable, get him as close to the corner as I can so I can force him out like that. Knew that egg was coming. Knew he was going to jump up, or just like assumed that he was, and placed it preemptively. I don't know if I did the best job at faking him. He did a good job at waiting there because that egg would have hit him if he hadn't. There it is again where he's throwing between the cactus. I got my kill, but once again, I don't have a whole lot of room. I think he might have lagged there, I'm not sure. Anyway, we both reset. I have more space. Basically, I can't race him in any of these because I'm Deathball. That's the only kind of main downside. So he's going to win any race. So I have to avoid every time. I can't attempt anything. There I was trying to get some angles on him. I suck at parkour. I don't know why I tried that. But yeah, so I just have to play really passively, which is another reason why this game lasted so long. I don't know why he took more knockback on that one. I can go for this jump, especially since he threw his egg, but he just got a nice cactus somewhere else. I didn't even see where it was. So typically I'm decent at stopping him from getting to mid, but he's good at stopping me from like getting kind of around his spawn region. And then this should be a goal if I'm not terrible. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He tried to do a defensive phase to egg me forwards towards his goal before I could get to the jump, but we both like executed our plays at the exact same time, so it didn't really matter whether my deathball killed him or not because he wasn't there to egg me. That's what I have been trying to do, is get that double cactus there, but it didn't even matter that time because he wasn't even jumping down. Here I'm just getting him to do something. Because you don't necessarily have to do anything on offense. It's gonna make the game miserable, but it might force the other person to do something. This is actually like a pretty good opportunity for me. Here I'm trying to wait till he falls off before I push into it, but I think I got too close to the corner. Here I'm just kind of driving up this side. He doesn't have much room behind him, so I definitely have the advantage here. Until he places the cactus right before I place the one blocking his field of view. Yeah, just a bit of trading on that side. I did die first, so it gives me a little bit of a advantage. I keep placing that even though I don't need to. I think I'm just trying to practice it at this point because it's a new development. Oh, I can't hold my shift key apparently. Neither can he. As I said, a bunch of unforced errors at the start of this game. There, I just kind of like expect him. See, if I had gotten that second cactus, it probably would have blocked that egg. I don't know, especially with just how hard it is to push up that side on Pear. It's just like a tool that's worth, trying to use every once in a while. I thought that egg was going to miss me, but alas, I suck at judging. He used phase to get through that. I missed my flick. I knew that he was going to be all the way in because it took me so long to die. But yeah, I mean, that's another solution to that area is just to phase over because there's no window that they could egg you off because you're just already on the other end. Like, you're not in the air at any point, so you can't get egged off. But then, you don't have phase to score. You only have it to get to the... Yeah, that's what I was talking about, how, like, if he sees any window of cactus... I kind of screw myself up by placing it there. If he sees any window that he can jump through, he'll go for it. So that's just learning your opponents. Here, I'm all over the place, not doing the right thing. It's 2-2, so this was... If he had gone there, I would have deathballed him, but fortunately, he wasn't aggressive enough. And this is what I was talking about, how I was kind of struggling up the left flank, or the left lane. Yeah, in that situation, you just have to spam the cactus down, because they're going to try to push through it. Use phase. I waste my death ball there because I died. Did I? I think I was crouching and I still fell off. Sometimes you literally just will fall off of a ledge despite holding crouch. It's really weird. I don't know why it happens, but timing your crouch is another mechanic thing that you just kind of pick up as you get egged. Oh, this was really unfortunate that all of my defense just disappeared in front of me. Fortunately, he couldn't maneuver through it quite well enough, but he still has so much pressure on me at this point. And again, I'm just struggling with the left side here. I think my saving grace is that he was kind of forgetting about me too much in a way. It's kind of hard to describe it, but I thought that egg was going to kill him. I think he might have used phase there to stay back alive, now that I think of it. If you want to rewind, maybe you can check. That egg was just to get him into the cactus, because it's a lot easier to knock them into a cactus than it is to knock them off the ledge. Here I was just trying to like block up that lane so that I didn't have to worry about it anymore, and I think it ended up working. Plus I got a bunch of pressure because he was kind of confused as to what I was doing. See, now he doesn't really have as much space to go up this side. But yeah, like W tapping and crouching to like reduce knockback, or at least like reduce the amount of times that you slide off the edge, is just something you learn. Or it's at least something I've picked up after, getting egged 600 times a game by this guy. I suck at parkour too. Yeah, it wasn't the cleanest of matches, but it just kind of shows how Here I have to block up my spawn because I know he has phase, and exactly, like, I knew he could have used it at any point, so I had to get it down as quickly as possible to stop him from getting a free lane in. But yeah, like, despite the fact that this was a really scrappy game, it just kind of shows why our games last so long. It's because our playstyles have a very interesting way of clashing. Here I got a lot of... I thought I fell off. Fortunately, I actually took knockback that time because I wasn't W-tapping. I usually take a lot of knockback. That's the thing. But when I W-tap, I take a minuscule amount. Here I'm doing my thing where I usually do that like once a game in a really long match. It's just be annoying. Because it's just like... Yes, it'll only stop them for a couple seconds, but that might be the difference between, you know, you getting to mid and you not getting to mid before them. Here, like, I'm trying to open something. I'm just trying to find a way in, get him distracted, breaking something else like that. Like, he was breaking the cactus that I placed. That was blocking him from placing the one that he wanted. And so while he was breaking it, I could use that as an opportunity to jump over, but it didn't really work. I meant to run into the cactus there, but I didn't. Here I accidentally invert my defense just in a panic flick because I thought he was still alive, and now it's destroying my chances. And he realizes it and he's like, oh shit. But fortunately he runs into the one that I placed. Once again, I get owned. He uses phase again. That was kind of terrifying. I have my death ball, but I couldn't guarantee that I would have hit that one. This is really bad for me because there's no way of me getting over. Plus, he gets an egg on me every single time I'm on the ledge, so I can't get the momentum I need to jump across. And here I have no other choice than just to spam this cactus down just as quickly as I can. Fortunately, he jumped there. I guess he was trying to fake me or something. But whenever he, like, gets me stuck on this ledge, he will never miss an egg. Like, look, he's eating every single egg. There I have to use my death ball. He walked backwards for some reason. He could have gone for it, but I just have to use my death ball to deny it. And see, like, based off of my reaction, that's obviously something I've been going for the entire game, to block that egg, and then it didn't block it. So, again, I have no idea how effective that'll actually be. There he uses phase. Like, phase isn't the worst thing to defend as long as you're, like, used to stopping people who are, like, constantly running in front of you. This is, like, the second time, at least, that my defense has just disappeared while he's right in front of me. So, I mean, this round is already racking up eggs and cacti. Like, my egg and cacti ratio obviously is really even, whereas his egg, he throws so many more eggs than he places cacti. Here I need to block this up because I don't know if his freeze cooldown is up. I tried to knock him into the cactus there, but see, like, I can't get the momentum I need. There I did actually bait out the egg that time because I've just gotten so sick of it. There's more trying to just... maybe my egg killed him? I have no idea. I don't really know how that happened. He just kind of died after using phase. Might have just been a movement error. I heard a cactus disappear behind me, and I thought he placed one behind me, and I was like, oh no, where is that? Here I knew, like, he had just used his phase. There, once again, I get hit by that egg, because he just never misses an egg. Here's another thing where he's been throwing eggs in between cacti that I kind of have to be worried about. This isn't... like, he really wanted to just run through there, so you just have to be wary of when you need to place the defense. Like, yes, it's good to, you know, encounter them earlier than, like, your goal line, but if you realize that they have an opportunity to just run for it, then you need to place the defense as quickly as you can. And that's just... it just comes down to being quick at aiming. That egg... he was impressed as well. I was just like, it's worth going for because I'll have enough time since I already have a defense down. I have enough time to go for that egg. And, like, he's literally just hitting me with every single egg out of spawn, and it's ruining my movement elsewhere. There, I was just spamming the cactus in case he did actually break it, which fortunately he didn't. Oh my god, when he slipped off there, I was like, oh my god. Because I've just been on, like, he's just had so much pressure on me the entire time. But now we're just back to the stall game. Trying to see if there's, like, anything else in our playstyles that I can point out. I mean, you can get a decent... I mean, it's a pretty large sample size of gameplay. Because... but, I don't know. Here, I'm just trying to find any opening. Because I know the other side's blocked up, so there's no point in really trying to rotate. Here, I'm just finding an opening. Fortunately, he's not replacing this. I think he wants me to jump so he can egg me. But see, he doesn't save his egg for, like he will constantly throw his egg as soon as he gets it. Which does let me do stuff like this, where he wastes his egg. But I can't W-tap that hard. I can W-tap, but I can't W-tap that hard. My faulty parkour once again. There, I just know that he's trying to get as much... Like, he's trying to be as aggressive as he can be. That was a nice shift. And another W-tap. But I know he's trying to be really aggressive, so I can just kind of place that and hope that it does something. I jumped too far there. And I'm just... The cacti he is placing... I saw his... Dude, if his name tag wasn't so long, I wouldn't have been able to see it. If his name was Diesel, I wouldn't have seen him. But Jacques Berman II is just... way too many characters. Also, he was crouching over the corner, so I was able to place the cactus on the block he was standing on, which is a pretty rare occasion. See, there, I didn't have enough momentum. I would have had enough momentum if I had been able to jump there, but no, he hits his egg every single time. And now we're back on last line. Fortunately, I get out because he gave me enough, like, space on the other side. Yeah, I just kind of waited for him to get to half field before I, like, actually voided, because he could have faked it. And I would have been in a better position if he did fake it. And then, once again, I'm just struggling with that left side. I couldn't do anything about it. There, I just spam. I don't know if it's my ping or, like... If, like... Because you're able to place a cactus... that would instantly kill someone, because the hitbox... The hurt box is larger than the hitbox. So, it's slightly more, like, it is a little bit easier. I jumped, like, I just got timinged, like, I jumped right as he threw his egg. You have a little bit of a window to place a cactus before they run into it, like, before they run into it, preventing you from placing it. That would still kill them, so it's worth going for. There, I'm just, like, trying to force something, because I haven't gotten anything going in a while on offense. So I'm just trying to try things. There, I tried to get him to waste an egg, so I could jump to it. I think I've started to give up on this jump, because it's a lot harder to set up. Especially when he can egg constantly. There, I kind of thought he would have fell off. He fell off. There, I know, like, I can jump here because he's distracted with that misplacement over there. I don't have a lot of room at all, so I realize I can go for this corner one because it's harder for him to replace that one. Then here, I'm kind of, like, driving up. I'm getting some pressure. I could jump to that thing that he is right now. But no, I place the one behind him so I can kill him. And then I insert myself here, and there's not a ton he can do other than what I've been doing. I use my death ball just to get him off there, and then, of course, you have more time to spam than they have to jump. But now I have pressure. I get him to use his egg, and then I get owned by another egg. But again, I have so much pressure because I'm dying first on defense. And then here I have a clean side to attack. He does get his defense down, but I'm okay at, like, replacing it and inverting. Oh my god. when the fake jump backfires. I knew he had a phase. So like at this, well, obviously he has a phase. He hasn't used it in forever. But I know that like that's consciously on his mind. When I start to see him going for plays that look anything remotely like he's going to use his phase, then I can start to be aware and figure out, like, kind of plan what to do in situations where he does use it. Oh my god. This game is very stally. But it is like, it's not like, well, with some exceptions, we've made lots of unforced errors, but it's not the reason. The unforced errors aren't the reason that this is so long. Like, we both of us genuinely have really good defense. His more due to like his egg accuracy, mine more due to like cactus placement. I have no idea what even killed me there. I'm standing completely still. Here I realize he died, so I get a free jump onto this island. And now I can pretend like I'm going. And then I get this nice jump. Oh my god. My sigh of just wanting to be done. This 5th point was so excruciating. Oh my god, that W tap was kind of lucky at that point. Ugh, the movement's just not there. Here I've started to adapt with my like struggles on the left side, so I position myself in a better place. Here I get a free jump because he's dead. Place those there to like cut off his angles. I realize he's really far away. He can't place it on the one I jumped to, but I jumped too far. Bit of an over jump. It's okay though, because I still have pressure. And it took him a while to die there, so I have a good opportunity up here. And here I'm starting to feel it, like my mechanics are faster there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't know if I would have done, like, been able to do anything about that. Oh my god. I faked the, like, I had a death ball opportunity and I still faked it, so I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, he threw 662 eggs. I threw 546. I ended up throwing a bit more eggs than Cacti, but at a much lower ratio than him. So anyways, hope that informed you on how to deal with phase, because it's really a tall task. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.